Hey Ro, Tia here with these two. We're whispering because Matt Fraser is currently sleeping at the moment. Shh. My top 3 favorite moments of today here in London at Sid is 1, interacting with the community. I don't normally get to do that because I'm normally competing. So it was really great to meet so many people. I've got so many more photos to take tomorrow. 2, definitely seeing Matt smashing it out on the field and actually being able to watch him. I could not control my emotions. And 3, seeing Haley and CrossFit Mayhem crushing it and representing Cookville and CrossFit Mayhem.
Thanks for having us, Tia. I'm really glad you asked us a bunch of
Great
questions and involved us.
Peace.
Hey, what's up guys? I am here in the Nashville airport. I've actually just gotten home from Noble headquarters in Boston. We celebrated 5 years of their existence. We talked about what we're going to do for the upcoming sanctional season and basically global domination of the media game that I get to be a part of. You guys stay tuned, lots of fun stuff coming from them. As you heard at the top of the show from the champ, Tia Claire Toomey and Matt O'Keefe and Shane Orr, it was a great day 1 in London. I'm gonna try and get you as caught up on that as I possibly can in as little time as I can, because I know you guys are busy people and you're gonna be on to the next here in just a few moments. This episode is presented by Noble. Let's get started, shall we? Day 1 featured 2 very different events, and there was a lot to talk about with both of them. First, a 6,000 meter run and a retest of the 2019 CrossFit Games event, the Standard. We'll talk about event number 1 first. They called it Blade Runner. I'm loving all of the names that these guys are using for their events, and it featured 2 laps around a 3,000 meter course that went on the perimeter of the XL Arena. Now, no matter who you are, I don't care who you are, if you're not Chris Hinshaw, you don't know about running. Chris Hinshaw is on site. I reached out to him to talk about event number 1, and these are the thoughts that he sent to me.
Hey Roy, Chris Hinshaw, coming to you from Strength and Depth here in London, United Kingdom. Just getting ready to type you some notes from today's events. The first event that we held today was a 6K run. The masters and then individuals and then the teams. All did 6,000 meters. First thing that I did in looking at 6,000 is it a legit distance? They measured this distance in 3 different times, 3 different people, 3 different types of equipment. So the finishing times that we saw today were actually legit. And what I was surprised by, you take a look at the men's field, the finishing average speed for that 6,000 meter winner was a 5:47 mile, legit. Fraser came through and he finished with a very respectable average pace of around 5 minutes and 59 seconds. On the women's side, they came through in around 6 minutes and 15 seconds per mile for 6,000 meters. I mean, to put it in perspective, 6 minutes and 15 seconds per mile, that time is something where the winners back in the 2012, 13, 14 time frame that would win overall. These women are demonstrating an ability consistently year after year that is unprecedented. Haley Adams finished that event 11 seconds behind the leader. She looks smooth and consistent all the way through. What makes it interesting is that Haley Adams will go out and she's an anomaly. For fun, she'll do a 10-mile run. So this event for her was her bread and butter. She finished unlike anybody else. People were finishing and they were laying on the ground. Haley went and she just jogged it off like it was another little workout.
A 5:47 mile. Damn. Thanks, Chris. And honestly, where did you find that typewriter? Because things like that aren't just laying around. Let's take a quick look at your finish order for the individuals. In first place with that 5:47 mile, it was Robinn Stalma. He's an independent out of France. He was followed just 10 seconds back by Lucas Hogberg, the big man. Nikolai Biladol takes the 3rd spot. Matt Fraser, who we heard Chris Hinshaw say was actually very happy with his performance, would finish in 6th. On now to the women's side. It was a local, the UK's Carrie Webster, who takes 1st in the event ahead of 2nd place Haley Adams. As you heard though, Haley seemed to absorb the event far better than most other athletes. Now the team run did not go anything like I would have expected, and for more on that, we go back to Hinshaw.
By telling all 4 people to go out and run 3,000 meters, it forced them to work as a unit, and there is no better team of 4 working as a unit than CrossFit Mayhem. But then what he did for the second 3,000 is he told 2 of the people were going to drop out, and their 2 other people were going to run the second 3,000 meters with the sandbag. Now what's interesting about that is that now the fastest of the fast are being featured. So always in the past, if you're towing somebody the weaker link with the rope and you're tagging and pulling this person, it's the person that is the slowest that is holding everybody back. What Ollie did was, I'm gonna not only feature the slowest and any weaknesses there, but I'm also gonna highlight any weaknesses in the fastest. And what we saw was something where other teams actually shined on the performance side of the equation.
Mayhem would finish 9th in the event overall. It's not a tragic finish, but recovery in the sanctionals is tricky because you've got a limited field that makes it hard to make those big moves. We turn our attention now to event number 2, the standard. This was the inaugural Friday Night Lights at Sid, and by all accounts, it was fire. For Matt Fraser, this was a retest, and he passed with flying colors. He won the event at the CrossFit Games with a time of 8:05. He wins again at Sid 12 seconds faster than in August, flexing yet again his constant pursuit of excellence. Georgios Karabis out of Camaraderie CrossFit in Greece caught my attention with his 8:21 finish. That would have secured 3rd place at the CrossFit Games. He'd be wedged in between Noah Olson and BKG. Definitely a very impressive performance. But I gotta say, it was Lucas Hogberg who rounded out a tremendous day 1 with a 3rd place finish. Remember, Lucas was cut from the games after the sprint, so he didn't get to do this one. This was his first dance with the standard. Now for a report on the women and how they fared with the standard, we go one more time to Chris Hinshaw.
The second event, we saw this at the CrossFit Games, and it was a repeat. The athletes that were able to recover after event 1, the best, went on to dominate in event 2. Haley's time in event 2 was about a minute faster than what she did back in August at the 2019 CrossFit Games. Imagine that overall percentage that she's improved. And it's a combination of an improvement in overall health and fitness by working with Rich Froning and the Mayhem team, but it's also a measure of her overall fitness. That girl came here to play and win.
Man, she came to play indeed, and at the end of 2 events, she finds herself 30 points ahead of 2nd place in the overall standings, Poland's Gabriela Magala. On now to the men's overall standings. 2nd and 3rd on the day puts Lucas Hogberg in the driver's seat after 2 events. Fraser is in 2nd, but remember, he has a place to the games in his back pocket already, so for Hogberg, this counts big time, and currently, it's looking really good. With his tremendous finish in the standard, Georgios Karavis finds himself just 2 points back from Fraser, battling Hogberg for a games ticket. In the team division, we'll have to see how much fight the crew from Nashville has. Their work is certainly cut out for them. They start the 2nd day in 4th place, 42 points back from 1st. Team Wade leads the way. Must be all that healthy cow milk, making all that healthy protein. Tomorrow kicks off with the Sid Regatta, but that's just one little piece. And for more on what you should expect in day number 2 at Sid, we go to the encyclopedic brain of functional fitness, my friend, Mr. Tommy Marquez.
Surprise, surprise. Roy McKernan wants me to do his homework for him. Guess it's just like the old days, eh, Ro? Anywho, this is what I'm excited to see on day 2 of Strength and Depth. For the teams, Mayhem Freedom may have won that last event, but they're still 42 points back of the overall leader, Team Wade, who has Ireland's national champ, Emma McQuaid, on their team, but can she be enough to hold off Rich Froning and company? On the individual side of things, on-water rowing makes its debut. I'm really excited to see how these individual athletes adapt to a new challenge, and then once things go inside that clean banded event, I'm gonna be stoked to watch that. Matt Fraser, Bronislaw Lenkowitz, throwing around a heavy barbell, that's gonna be a treat. And then for the women, Haley Adams, can she flex some newfound strength? And Mirka Henriksen, she has the invite right now. She's a new name, can she hold on? And Ro, next time, just listen to my podcast, Talking Elite Fitness.
Thanks, Tommy. Hey, listen, It's really just getting started, y'all. If you're not watching the live stream, you're making a mistake. Big shout out to Sid. The Instagram has been fire. The YouTube stream has been so fun to watch along with. They are doing a fantastic job over there. You can follow them on Instagram at Strength in Depth UK, and tune into the live stream on YouTube. I will be back tomorrow at some time in the next 24 hours to try and do this with you guys again. Try and keep you updated, have some fun, pretend like I'm there in London with all of my friends, but I'll be doing it from home. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hit the like button if you want to get notifications, and we'll keep on doing this thing. Peace.